In the day's other news, the death toll from last week's powerful earthquake in Mexico has risen to at least 96. Authorities also say 2.5 million people are in need of food, water, and electricity. The 8.1 magnitude quake struck Friday near Mexico's border with Guatemala. It damaged at least 12,000 homes, and that number is expected to rise. Today was the 16th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, and somber ceremonies honor the nearly 3,000 people who died that day. In New York, thousands gathered at Ground Zero, former site of the World Trade Center, for the annual reading of victims' names. In Washington, President Trump laid a wreath at the memorial to the Pentagon victims and later sounded a warning.
The terrorists who attacked us thought they could incite fear and weaken our spirit. But America cannot be intimidated, and those who try will soon join the long list of vanquished enemies who dared to test our mettle.
Meanwhile, Vice President Pence took part in an observance for victims of the passenger jet that crashed near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. He hailed the courage and sacrifice of those on Flight 93 who fought the hijackers. 18 Egyptian police officers were killed and 7 wounded today when Islamic State militants ambushed their convoy. It happened on the Sinai Peninsula, part of Egypt that borders Israel and Gaza. The militants used roadside bombs to destroy 4 armored vehicles, and then gunmen opened fire with machine guns after commandeering a police pickup truck. The United Nations has voted unanimously to impose new sanctions against North Korea over its nuclear activity. It's a watered-down resolution that does not include U.S. demands to ban all oil imports to Pyongyang. The sanctions do ban imports of natural gas liquids, and they cap imports of crude oil. They also bar exports of all textiles. California is the latest state to sue the Trump administration over its decision to end the DACA program. The lawsuit filed today charges that it is unconstitutional to rescind the presidential memorandum that shielded young, undocumented immigrants from deportation. California is home to 1 in every 4 DACA participants. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy has ordered the president's travel ban on refugees to stay in place, at least temporarily. A lower court ruling could have allowed another 24,000 to enter the country, but the U.S. Justice Department appealed. The department did not appeal another part of the ruling. It exempts grandparents and other relatives from the ban on entries from 6 Muslim countries. And on Wall Street, stocks rallied after reports that Hurricane Irma's destruction in Florida is not as bad as initially feared. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 259 points to close at 22,057. The Nasdaq rose 72, and the S&P 500 added 26.